Hello, folks, and welcome back to the last Starship. We are here in the Temptress. We have some things we need to do, but if we pause real fast and take a look at the sector map, we don't have anything going on actively. If we go back out to Stargate, we're on phase 4-ish. We kind of just got to wait to see what's going on. So what we're going to do in that time frame is take some contracts on. We have a rescued ship here that engine is going to explode, so we get more stuff that's moving, so we need skill, which I do not possess, and we have a mission difficulty of 3. We can extract stuff here. We just need to be able to get, ooh, look, see, there's a huge demand for FTL fuel things. This is difficulty of 1, so it's not a big deal. We just can go get some Tilium, and we'll be good. We have this one here, which we're going to do because it's not a big deal. It's just it's a difficulty of 1. It's going to pay $66,000, and then we can also do some of this stuff, I believe. Why is this one such a high difficulty rating? It's just delivering stuff. So that's to NG2, NG2, NG2. So we're going to accept, and we're going to accept those because that's all more profitable than that. So we'll unpause here. Hopefully we have enough room. We have lots of stuff coming on board here, which is great. We even have a little dudes going around, and we have our compost as well for some reason. But we'll get all that stuff on board, and then we're going to jump out to NG2, which is shockingly close. So we don't even have to worry about the little guys hurting themselves in that space. So let's turn in that contract, all 3 of them, and make like 200 grand. That's fantastic. Here they come. Boop a doop a doop. I love looking at all the ship designs. It's one of my favorite things going to different areas is just looking at the different ships and seeing how they're set up. So the shipyards are always these giant things that don't make any sense and can't really do too much. We have a rescue shuttle here, which is kind of cool looking. Nothing big deal. It weirdly has an FTL drive and has cannons. It has, or Gatling guns, excuse me. But it's a weird kind of little ship. Oh, and there's more Gatling guns. Okay. We have a carrier frigate, which is kind of impressive looking. I'm assuming these things are set up to be cannons all the way through there, which is kind of cool. We have Hammerhead, which I don't know what this one does, but there's lots of engines on board. This thing has to go fast. Look how many engines are on board this thing. I don't know what its point is, and then a new ship, which we could go through and do some things. So let's go back to the Temptress here. We got our pay, which is awesome. We're doing just fine as is, and we have our little guys just jumping around, doing their thing. Our gas collector is full of resin, and we have these guys that are just packed with stuff. Like this guy is ready to sell things, because we have stable isotopes for days. So we're going to bring in our trade area. We're going to sell out lots of stable isotopes for a nice tidy profit. Is there anything else that we need to sell? I don't think there is. We still have this ship is largely unused. We just need to figure out what we're going to do with it. This bad boy, we have lots of precious metal on board, and we have even more precious metal. And if we go to this area here, there's still so much stuff out there. All right, let's just bring up our contracts. Trade. We're going to sell, and we're going to sell all of those precious metals for a nice tidy profit of $8.5 million. I love it. So this ship is still being heavily underutilized. There's nobody on board. It's out of power. It's out of fuel. It's just doing its thing. Which is fine, and then Temptress, which is just kind of existing. This is not a super powerful or interesting ship by a lot of measures, but it works. Let's go in here and see what we have contract-wise that we can do. So it's going to go NG3. Why is it a difficulty? I don't understand difficulty ratings on cargo missions. Like, they don't seem to be that big of a deal. So that's less work. And what do we got here? All right, we're going to do all that stuff in a moment. Let's go and take a look here. We have more robotic arms. I don't know how to rotate this map. There's something else over there, but I can't see what it is. Trek speed at 100%. I don't know what treks do. So we have to figure that out. Smelter efficiency, drones are better. Drones are even better. Drones are even better. Logistics. Let's go over to the track speed. Mainly because I don't know what it is and I want to find out. I think this is, we've already set this up as being our gunship. I kind of want to see what that can do a little bit more. So when we go into our contracts, I'm going to be looking for things that we can kind of do stuff with here. So the hostile ships are located at system 12. It's difficulty of 5, but it pays off nicely. Oh, whoa. Look at this one. This is $500,000. So let me pause the game because I don't want more pop up. This one is a mission rating of 5. And it pays 171. This one has the same, oh, it has less difficulty, so it should be easier for us and pays significantly more. So I think that's the one we're going to go with. Small fleet of hostile ships operating illegally in a nearby star sector. We have a combat armed. We're ready to roll. So let's go accept that one. And that's going to be in system 11. And let's see here. We have both of these. As far as trade goes, I just want to make sure we have all of the... We have 2 weapons officers. They're fully outputted. Okay. Let's go jump over here and look for our hostile area and prepare for combat, which is not something we've done a lot of, quite honestly. I'm not super sure how to do this, but we're going to play and figure out what we have with all this because it's fun. So let's go ahead and get in here and figure out exactly what we're doing for all of this. So before we do anything, oh, there's 3 ships. Okay, we're going to hit T to just kind of zoom out here. And I want to face one of these ways. We're going to bring up our weapon stuff. All that's going to be set to auto. And we'll figure out what we have. What is this rescue shuttle coming in? I don't like that. Okay, it's not an actual shuttle. It's just kind of going to be annoying. So our starboard ships, it's not in the range quite yet, so we're just going to rotate around just a little bit. We got locked on there. Come on, guys, fire. So we need to target that bad boy. And I'm going to bring in our maneuvering stuff to hopefully... Oof, we're taking an absolute beating here. And then our port cannons are going to target this bad boy here in a moment. Oh God, we're going to get wrecked here. Okay, we need to get out of this because this is a bad situation for us. So we're going to go to our sector map. We're going to head back to the shipyard. Oh God. The Temptress is no more. Oh my goodness gracious. Look at the disaster that is that. Sadness. Sadness is kind of the name of the game here. So if I bring up the sector map, does it still show us? Yeah, we still have that mission. Okay. So let's get out of that. Let's jump over to our commander here. And we're going to try to jump over and figure out how we can, you know, win. We're going to jump over there to our cruiser. I can't trade there because there's no people. Ooh, and we knocked out power for that? Why is power knocked out? Okay, so we're going to have to just jump into a spot that has stuff, and then we'll go to see the commander. And by see the commander, I really just mean that we're going to be able to access that area. I want to know what these hyperscopes sensors do, because I don't really know. So we're going to get all these people on board once we get there. All right, I'm slowly realizing how sad I am about the Temptress meeting its demise. So we're going to take 2 or 3 weapons officers. We'll take all 10 crew. We'll confirm that. In our trade area as defense, we'll take Gatling guns. We'll take cannons. We'll take rail guns. We'll take that. We'll take all of this stuff on board. I don't think we have room for all that, so we're going to increase our storage area here. And hopefully we'll be able... Why does that not work? Okay, whatever. We'll figure all that out in due time. Let's get everything on board. All right, we got all that stuff. Let's go ahead and fire up our drives and head over to another shipyard and see if we can acquire more items. Defense-wise, more Gatling guns, more railguns, more cannons, and one of those, sure. We'll take all of this stuff on board. Not that we have a place to put it all, but whatever. We'll figure that out in due time. I will win this. It's just, it's a matter, this is just a point of pride at this point. There we go. Okay. So now we're going to jump over to where our commander's at. Boo! We shall jump. I don't know what the... Are those things actually gathering up anything? They are. Where are they going? You're not doing it. Okay, so we have these space isotopes, but they're not really doing anything. Okay. This ship's going to need to be outfitted eventually with other stuff, but let's go ahead and get over to our cruiser here. And once we get docked with this bad boy, we'll hopefully be able to have a formidable... I'm questioning that, but I'm hoping that we have a formidable force here. So let's spin the ship around. Whee! It spun a little too much. And we need to get fuel to the foundry. Oh, goodness. My keyboard is just... I'm a little bit off on my keyboard strokes here. There we go. That's what I wanted. You ever get like one key off and not realize it? That's what happened there. All right, so let's dock with this ship. And we'll go into our logistics panel. And Gatling guns. We're just going to add all of the fun things that we can possibly have to that ship. We're going to throw them over there. So bullets, rail guns, cannon shells, sure. Go knock yourselves out. When we look at the cruiser here, we do have food on board. We have, for some reason, scrap on board, frames on board. We don't need all that stuff. We're going to transfer that stuff over. But we're going to slowly do that. And we'll add all of those people over as well. All right, while we're doing that, we're going to go over to this ship. We're going to trade out for some fuel. And we're just going to buy all of it, because why not? And then we'll slowly begin to try to gather up some more precious metal, because that's what we need right now, and that's what we have. We should be in auto mode, so that should not be a big deal. There we go. Ugh. See, sometimes it just takes too long to slow down, so we just need to back up a little bit. There we go. That's what I wanted to see. Okay, let's go back to our short hopper here. That's going to transfer all the stuff over. The cruiser here is slowly getting outfit with stuff, so we're going to install all of that. Let's see. This is going to be our weapons area back here, I think. So we'll install one, and ooh, we can get that way down there. Cool. So let's go ahead and get our cable set up so we have power for all of that stuff. Fantastic. Then we'll go to install our railgun. So 1. And I need this other ship to go away. So let's go back here and just have a spot for cargo so that we can figure out what the heck we're doing. Because I have an idea, but I don't know if it's a good idea and I don't know if it will work. But I want basically all this stuff off that other ship. Like, what is that guy doing? Did you see him? He was just dancing back there. Boop, 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 boop. So cabling. Get that up along there. Basically, we're going to build a line of stuff there, a line of stuff there. And once we get this other ship off of us, we'll get another one over there. But we're still getting stuff. So we just need to, you know, get everything offloaded here. And once the short hopper has all of this stuff, you can see there's lots of stuff there still just waiting for it. Like all of this weaponry needs to get offloaded. So we're just going to wait for that. But while we're waiting on that, we're going to install some stuff. So let's get some Gatling guns. 1, 2, 1 and 2. I'll install a third one up there. We'll even throw them in the back, because why not? Cool. Cannons, we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need another one still. Railguns. 1 and 2. 3, 4, 5. We need one more of those still. And we'll just hook all this stuff up with power. And I feel like we're probably going to have to add power to this ship. So once we have all of our stuff on board, we'll figure that out. Because this bad boy is running at essentially maximum capacity and not able to keep up. Because there's only one generator on board this ship right now. And we can clearly see that all of that's not working. While we're doing that, we're just going to set this guy to be all port. It doesn't really matter what we pick, but we're going to have to pick more stuff. We need more of those things. Okay, we have all of that on board, so we can go T, we can detach all. Let's just double check the short hopper is good. It only has 2 people on board, which is all we really need for that bad boy. And this bad boy is going to jump over to a shipyard. We'll actually jump both of those just because. Look at the friends joining each other. I'm still sad about the Temptress, quite honestly. That was one of the best ships I had so far. So we need more of those. I want more of those. More of those. Sure. I don't know what I need right now. What else do we need? We need another weapons officer. And then energy-wise, we need more. All of reactors. Not just more reactors. All of the reactors. Alright, so we'll go in and we'll install our reactors first because that's our primary goal right now is to get this 1, 2, and 3. We'll go with the pipes. Let's see if that provides us enough power. Looks like it's doing all right. We still need more, but we're doing all right. Let's see. We have a drone bay there, so I need a railgun, a Gatling gun, and another railgun. So let's see what we got. Railgun, boom. Gatling gun, boom. Railgun, boom. We'll throw another Gatling gun up there, because why not? I need more cannons, but I don't have them. Make sure these are all powered up and working. And let's install another one of the weapons control centers. Yep, we need 2 of those. So 1, 2. Make sure they're fully powered. Alright, and we're just going to kind of use up all of the options here. Do we have any weapons? So another Gatling gun? Sure, we'll put that in there. Cable's already set. Go back in here. Well, I thought Gatling stuff was set. Okay, whatever. We'll go over to the sector map. Let's jump over to another shipyard. See if we have some more cannons that we can use. I would also like to get another port there. Oh, we got our researches done. So we got that one. Sure. Let's begin research on more of that. Smelters being as complete as possible is a good thing for us. Ooh, the mining. Yeah, we need to order some food, my friends. That came about very quickly. All right, we got that. Short hopper, what's your problem? What do you need? You only have 2 FTL charges. Okay, I'm not really concerned about that, but we'll get you some FTL charges, and then our cruiser. We need reactors all the time, but let's jump over and see if we can find some reactors. There we go. That's what I wanted. And let's also see if you can. Yeah. There we go. So let's get our cannon put in at the front of the ship, and then we're really worried about reactors. There we go, and with those up, we should be up and running now, I think. This one, we have the forward cannon, and we have everything set. I don't know if there's a way to assign the workers to those things, so like if I were to click on that weapons officer, he doesn't do anything. But I really want to beat this one. Oh, and we still need to hook all these guys up with cables, right? Okay, we're doing all right. Let's see here. Dock. Again, I was off by 1. Spelled a very different word. But let's go ahead and get our other stuff in here. And I want this one to exist there, just because then it gives us options on both sides of the ship, which we don't currently have. Alright, as far as the rest of this goes, we still have more cannons, so I could put more in the back of the ship, which I think makes sense. And I think the ship is 100% outlaid at this point. So let's go ahead and get our cables in there. Boom and boom. And then that should mean that we have more. Yeah. So another weapons officer. And another weapons control panel. All right, and that has everything it needs. Okay. So what I want to play with now is being able to control these things as far as kind of armament goes without doing much. So you can see we have a whole bunch of cannons and Gatling guns. This one has rail guns, cannons. Yeah, we have a whole bunch of stuff. If we take a look here, we have a short and a smart robotic arm and some track. Let's see if we can buy more of that stuff, because I don't know what that does quite yet, but we saw from an earlier one that it can do some stuff. So let's order all of that, and I want the short robotic arm, I think. I'm going to order all of those. Because let's go back here to the short hopper, and there's a fighter there. If we take a look at the fighter, it has a short robotic arm, and there's multiples of those spread around where there's bullets and all of the other things. So what I'm thinking that we can do is just put the robotic arm somewhere and then have the weaponry there. I don't know. I really don't know. So we're going to figure it out. We're going to play with it a little bit and see what happens here. I also need to see what does what. But first we need to get all that stuff on board. So it looks like we have all of that on board. So if I go with the short robotic arm, I can't go there, but I can go there. That's interesting. I don't know what the difference between these two things are. I'm going to try adding some tracks in front of them. Again, I just kind of want to see what happens. I don't really know how this works or what's going on with it. But I want to see. All right, and storage-wise, we're going to go to cannon shells, I think. See, that one seems too far away. Yeah, see how if we take that away, it's just going to keep doing that forever. That's not what I want. All right, so I'm going to dismantle those items. Storage-wise, we're just going to clear out that. All right. Then we're going to install the short robotic arm there. Go to cables and get that part set up. And then we're going to install some track there and there. And storage-wise, those are going to be set for cannon shells. And what the hope is here is that these are going to automatically feed into that area. I don't know if that's going to work or not, but that's kind of the dream here, is that we have those automatically load and do their thing. Should I go through and expand these to other things? I don't know. I don't want to lose another ship. That was sad. But let's go search for a fight. And we already know where the fight is. Let's go out there, jump out there and see what we got. And more what I want to do is see if these, the weapons officers go to these stations and then what happens from there. All right, so we have 3 enemy ships in contact. Where are they at? Nothing going on still. Still nothing. I know we have hostile forces, but where are they at? I don't see anything that is remarkable here. We're going to gather up all of our materials that we have left over. Because why not? And I should probably, let's see, we have Gatling guns, so we're going to go to storage and change that over to bullets there. What are this? That's another Gatling gun. Cannon, 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 railgun. Okay. So we can store bullets in those spots. Cannon, cannon. Cool. And then a railgun slugs. Fantastic. And that should at least let us get stuff in other locations. Who's short hoppers on low fuel? Alright, not a big deal, dude. Let's see here. You have no real issues. You just can't sell stuff. Okay. And then these ships, there's no ships in this whole area. When I go into the tactical menu, there's nothing. Maybe they're just not out right now. We'll have to come back. And I don't know if I need to fight these guys with like a whole armada of ships or if we can just kind of do our thing. I'm not really sure. Let's see, so we need some more storage of and it's hard to tell what's what because we are having different things. I honestly don't know if we are kind of done with that option because of what happened. All right, so we'll gather up all of our stuff and see what happens here. But I'm not hopeful, and I'm also sad. The Temptress was like, look, our scientist. Look at him. He's donezo. All right, so we need to go back to our not that one. We need to go to our mining station. We're going to need to acquire some science stuff. So a science station, a scientist, or... for sure, whatever. We can put that back here. Not a big deal. So we'll throw our science station back there. We have more mouths to feed, but that's not a big deal. And then do we have the computers? Yeah, there we go. We'll grab some supercomputers. Install those bad boys. Let's see, where do we want to install them at? 1 and 2, and then we don't have to worry about power lines at all. And look, new scientist. Look at that. See? New scientist doing his job, getting the research done. Ooh, ship just whoop out of space. So where is that in comparison to our current ship? These guys are absolutely piecing out. So we need to go. Let's go find these bad guys here. Why can't I control? Oh, I'm just not on my ship. Okay. I just want to talk to you. We're gonna go fight you because I don't like you. We're gonna figure out if some of our stuff is. Oh, we got research done. Yeah, us. Sure, we'll begin drone intelligence, which sounds like a bad thing. We're slowly closing in on that bad boy. Hopefully we'll be able to reach him. He's definitely not getting away from us. He's just not right on our route. Oh, there we go. That's what we want to see. Okay. So before we do anything else, we're running out of fuel. God help us. All right, so let's go ahead and jump over back to a spot. We're going to head back there and hope for the best. So we're going to prepare our jump. We'll jump over there. We're going to buy some fuel real fast. I want to add a huge tank if I can. So let's see if we can go in. Because if I could put that there, I'd be very happy. All right, we got all our stuff. Let's install a huge tank. There we go. Get our pipes. Alright, so the medium tank's going way down as far as capacity, but that's because it's feeding into the huge tank. So between them, we're doing good. Alright, let's jump back over into our hostile area and see if we can engage one or more of these bad guys. Before we do that, I'm going to trade and I'm going to sell out the stuff we don't need, which is mainly just scrap. So let's see. Processor, lens, energy coil, motor, frame, scrap, compost, energy stack, because I don't know what the energy cells are. I don't know how to make them or what they mean or anything about them. I don't care right now. We'll even sell a gas collector because we don't need that. Cannon and a Gatling gun. We're going to confirm all of that. We're going to sell $250,000 worth of stuff. Just waiting for the spaceship to get here. Clear all that out. And eventually what I want to do is reconfigure this so that this area is not full of screens, but we can do all of that easily without a big deal. But let's see what we got here. What are your problems? Storage and storage. Okay, I don't care about your problems. Alright, so we got that's down there. That's farther away. That's closer. Got more research done. So we're going to go in and get robotic arms. Sure. Or do we want to do drone assembly? Which gives us processor. Let's do the speed one. That sounds better. And we're just ever so slowly going to target this guy. See, he's over here on the very right hand side, and we are slowly ever so slowly gonna bring him in. So we're zoomed out all the way. We're just gonna slowly pick a spot over here, and hopefully we'll be able to engage. So all of that's set to auto. They all have full ammo ready to roll. Look at all of this. We have a lot of stuff on board. We're ready to rock and roll. We got protection 365 mostly. Hopefully we just roll up on this guy and are able to, you know, just knock him out of existence. But we'll see what happens here. The game's also sped up by 10. Short hopper. Oh God. What's your problem? Got a CO2 warning. Okay, so we need to go into trade and habitation. We're gonna get a small tank. Get a CO2 scrubber. And an air reprocessor. We'll install those somewhere on this on the ship. Our drone research is done. Let's go ahead and drone assembly because then it completes that path. Let's get the CO2 scrubber, the tank, and then the air reprocessor. Get all of that hooked up. And our pipes are going to take that. Do all of that. Nope, nope, nope. I need to disassemble that bad boy because it's facing the wrong way. I'm sorry. I wish there was a schematic where we can install these things and they make more sense right out of the gate, but they don't. There we go. All right, that's bringing that down. Let's go back to our cruiser, which is moving along here. So you can see we're slowly, ever so slowly, getting closer to this bad boy. Let's make a turn here. Because if we take a look here, while we get there, we're going to be just on the edge of our starboard cannons and rail weapons. And I don't know the benefit of the Gatling stuff, but let's see if we can just knock out one of the 3 ships that we need to face here. This ship is very slow, by the way. We probably should put some engine in the back and have it go, but we'll figure that out. We're ever so slowly closing in. We're going to speed the game up here a little bit to 10 times to close in, you know, faster. We're going to see if our ship wants to automatically fire, which I don't know if it will or not. So we're almost in range for our cannons. Now we're definitely in range for those cannons. Let's see, do we start firing automatically? Is anybody at the ready? Alright, it's locked on. But do we start delivering actual fires or not, is the question. All that's set to auto. Alright, so I'm just going to light this bad boy up. Why are we not doing anything? How do we engage? I'm going to turn off this railgun. By that, I mean I'm going to turn off its ability to be controlled. So it's controlled by a weapons console. Aft. I'm looking for starboard. I'm going to unselect all of that. Seems like something that we should be firing at, and I don't know why. Fire. All right, if we go in there, they're all in its purview. Why are we not firing? I have it selected. It's a target. They're ready to roll. Okay. I'm gonna have to figure this out. But I think that's gonna wrap us up for right now. I'm not sure what's going on, and I don't want to spend time on figuring out why it's not firing. But we have these 3 ships that we need to knock out. We have the miner, the dragonfly, and the rescue shuttle. The rescue shuttle is in our sights, and we're not firing for some reason. The dragonfly is on. It has its engines on. Does this one have its engines on? No. Just the dragonfly has its engines on. And the shuttle, nothing. So I'm not sure what's going on there. Maybe we need to be fired upon first, but that's going to be a problem for another time. Folks, thanks for joining me for another Starship, or the last Starship, should I say. I'm sad and dismayed that we lost the Temptress, but that's the cost of battle, and we'll figure that out next time out. Folks, thanks for joining me. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.